get caught, $500. Where's the money?
As much fat as you can.
And that one's going
I know she's a good sailor. Now prove it, my
that's
son.
gonna move. Oh, cause see, you need, see there's your nails, you need to make those, cause this
Looks like
says that you need nails, right? Okay, you don't have it, you gotta make some. So put your, all your names on, or you need some more. Okay, so you need more metal.
Most famous contemporary figure to ever be accused of murder. And that is part of the fascination with it. That nobody that famous, and people who are younger don't realize back in the 90s, back in the 80s, how famous O.J. Simpson was. So does he now go back to being a golf-playing pensioner in Florida, and we all forget about him?
Well, I mean, he really was. He crossed over from being a star football player with the Buffalo Bills, of course, to doing the Hertz commercials where he ran through the airports, which I still think of O.J. Simpson every time I'm running to an airplane. To being in the airplane movies, I think Detective Norbert. It was actually a naked gun. With a naked gun. And if Leslie Nielsen hadn't died, perhaps Dave Zucker could revive the Naked Gun movies. The last one was Naked Gun 33 and a third, the final insult. David Zucker once told me that if he ever did another one, it would be Naked Gun 4, beating a dead horse. But Leslie Nielsen isn't around to join him. So
and I don't think any producer is going to put O.J. Simpson on screen. Charles, we got less than a minute. Well, maybe they would to make a buck. That's true. Is justice too much to ask when it comes to O.J. Simpson?
Well, he's gotten his own. Look, if we look at this in terms of the general karma, he got 9 years for a crime that for anybody who wasn't him would have been 2 years or 3 years. So in a sense, the justice was stretched in one case where, for the majority of people, Molly excluded, it was sort of driven into the ground in another case. In a sense, there's sort of a karmic justice on this. It doesn't undo, of course, the crime. I would add one more thing. He had been pled guilty for no contest to wife abuse as well. So he wasn't the cleanest of characters. In some sense, I think let him rest. The judgment today was a just one. Let's let it rest at that.
That's it for the panel, but when we come back, a visit to Disney World you won't want to miss.
This is a story about mail and packages. And it's also a story about people. People who rely on us every day to deliver their dreams. They're handing us more than mail. They're handing us their business. And while we make more e-commerce deliveries to homes than anyone else in the country, we never forget that your business is our business. The United States Postal Service. Priority, you.
Over here you can check, you need to make these, right?
Here is something big banks don't want you to know about your IRA or 401k. Store your retirement at home. With the Augusta Home Delivery Gold IRA, you can transfer your current IRA or 401k into approved physical gold and silver coins. No management fees, no depository fees, and you have direct physical control over your IRA because your IRA gold and silver coins will be delivered to your door with free shipping and free insurance. You can store approved coins in your safe at home or in a safety deposit box at your local bank. Augusta Precious Metals is the leader in home delivery gold IRAs with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau, AA from the BCA. Gold and silver have been a family business for over 40 years. Call 800-345-4IRA for our free guide to Augusta Home Delivery Gold IRAs and discover how you can get up to $2,000 in silver free. If you can't hold it,
See, it's easier to keep the factories together.
Now at the Honda Celebration Sales Event, you can get a great deal on a Honda Fit and kick summer up to a whole new level. Make it a summer to remember at the Honda Celebration Sales Event today. Hurry in and get a great deal on a Honda Fit from KBD.com for best value rate. It's your local Honda.
water. $50 and it's gone. But this is what you look at. What does that mean? That one needs nails. That one needs nails. You need a lot of nails.
Available in the App Store and at FOE.tv.
So you just gotta keep making nails. So you gotta make sure you have the metal.
Introducing Lean 13 from Nutrisystem. Lose up to 13 pounds in your first month guaranteed.
Go to Nutrisystem.com right now and get new NutriCrush bars to crush cravings free and Turbo Shakes to bust belly block free. Lose up to 13 pounds and 7 inches overall in your first month. Lose weight fast with Lean 13 from Nutrisystem.
Your first 13 pounds gone.
Visit Nutrisystem.com and get new Lean 13 with bars and shakes free.
Finally tonight, there's a reason they call it the happiest place on earth. When Courtney and Tom Gilmore took their foster children to Disney World, Janielle, who's 12, and Elijah, who's 10, they thought the highlight was going to be meeting Mickey Mouse. But Mickey had a much bigger surprise, telling the kids the Gilmores were formally adopting them. Take a look.
You're here.
That's even better than Space Mountain.
Mickey got kids.
And that special report for tonight, I'm Chris Wallace in Washington. The story, hosted by Martha
Wait, what'd he say?
starts right about now.
They were formally adopted before they were living.
It's a real clash of celebrity and brutality that is O.J. Simpson found us once again glued to our TVs. Once again, he was the story. Hey, everybody, I'm Martha McCallum. From the Heisman to the Huntsman to the first 911 call.
911 emergency. Someone over here now to 325 Gretna Green. He's back. He's okay. What does he look like? O.J. Simpson. I think you know his record. Did you just send somebody over here? Hey, what is he doing there? He just drove up here. He just drove me over.
To the brutal murder, and then the Bronco chase, to the shocking verdict in a case that piled up evidence against the man known as the Juice.
We, the jury,
What
in the
call
above
is that?
find the defendant, Orenthal James Simpson, not guilty of the crime of murder upon Nicole Brown Simpson, a human being, as charged in count 1 of the information, not guilty of the crime of murder upon Ronald Lyle Coleman.
And now, after 9 years behind bars for armed robbery, in very different circumstances, a somewhat similar reaction from OJ.
Mr. Simpson, I do vote to grant parole when eligible, and that will conclude this hearing.
He will be a free man come October. With me tonight, 3 men who were deeply involved in this story, from the first phone call about the double murder at the house on Bundy Drive. Mark Furman, Tom Lang, Yale Galanter. But first, a look at the 70-year-old as he and his daughter made his case for freedom.
No one really knows how much we have been through. This ordeal in the last 9 years.
I ain't no danger to pull a gun on anybody. I never had in my life. They turned over to me.
Dad.
Either I could jail
What's your
for trying
favorite
to
food?
retrieve.
What?
It's
What's your
been
favorite food?
legally by the state of California.
Answer,
That was my
answer,
property.
answer.
They did it to me. I had one. I was a good guy.
Laney, what's
But
your
I could
favorite
have been a
food?
better Christian.
Probably
I
steak.
didn't come to change the world.
Wait, Mommy, can we please have tacos? Please, please, no!
I also just recently became
Tacos taste like pretty.
I'm not a guy who lives
Mom,
I don't know, Laney. We'll see.
I'm a pretty straight shooter.
You know what I want? I'm here
Taco
for
Bell
that.
contributor and former LAPD
Taco
detective
Bell.
Mark Furman for his reaction tonight. Mark, you watched all that. What did you think?
Well, good evening, Martha. Here we're at Lovelock Prison, beautiful Lovelock Prison, and this morning